A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Wow, this is so amazing.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Oh, that's so really good. Simple like that. Look, he's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Ah! Hold on a second. It's pizza. Ah, this is a big hit. Right at the hospital.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Ah.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh. That is sad. Väldigt tristengla. Ooh! I like that sound. I like that sound really good. Oh, that back sound. It's such a good... Man. This...
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Huh. Which way? I want to go down. Yeah, I go down. Oh. Hear that sound. Oh, the begin. Oh, goodbye. Look at it. This is such amazing. Yeah. And I'm going to really...
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Oh.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh. What I was about to say, I'm going to release 3 episodes. 3 or 4 episodes of this game.
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. as if they're about to say something but never do.
Huh. Very interesting.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
This is... Oh, if I could, I will have myself some house like this. Actually, I will have some... I want to have a house like this. Because... Yeah, it look weird, but... It's kind of home for me. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like the sound. I really like that sound. Just look.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Huh. Interesting.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Ah. Sorry if you... I'm so sorry. Guys and girls. So really.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Let's take a look.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Aww. So... It's looking such a good place.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
We
Crawling
found
through the
a
doggy
way.
door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, kinda do. Yeah, you are a child, Dad.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Huh.
For the first time in years,
It's such a good game. Ah, it looks just lovely.
I felt like I was home.
Ah, I like it. Oh my god, it's such a good game.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Huh.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Just hear that sound. It's such a good.
Or how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Aww.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Yeah.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Just wow.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
I think it.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Whatever. Oh, just look at that table. I love it. I actually love it. Maybe I should get myself a table like that. Just make it comfy. Let's take a look.
Edie told me once that every finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh my gosh, my nose is bleeding. Like shit. Oh hell. No! Just walk away. Walk away towards the look at that. Oh. Oh, like this.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
That is kind of funny.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been
Wow,
afraid
you're strong. You're strong, girl.
of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That is... Yeah, that is kind of a cool thing.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Oh, it's looking adorable. This will be the first episode. My first.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Why?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Aww, that is good for you. Wow.
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat that! No! Oh.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Why?
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What? What the?
I was a cat.
Ah. Oh, I don't have legs. And also, if you have height fears, I will look out. Yay! Oh.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Oh. Wait. It's Christmas time? With the chairs?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh. 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 Wow. Wait a minute. That was one of the first. Wow. That's interesting.
The babies were all gone. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired.
Wow. The är så pass kanske.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Why?
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
What the?
And suddenly, I was a shark.
Well... Ow! Hey, okay, I'm stuck here. Help! Help! I kinda hurt to breathe. Whee! Ow! Help! I'm falling! Ow!
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Fish! Fish!
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
And no! I'll not eat the seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. kept on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet. After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Ah!
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh. Wow.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Ja, da jo denne episoden her, da. Virke. Dette er interessant og sånt, egentlig. Så, ja, jeg tror vi skal
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Da forlater vi denne episoden her, og vi ses neste gang. Hit subscribe-button and leave a like. And we'll see all you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!